The Imperial Guard. They're coming to take the prince into custody.
What? The Imperial Guard?
Wait, what?
I was just on Admiral Zhao's ship, going over the latest fuel usage figures.
That's a lie.
He sent his personal guard to bring Prince Zuko back to Capital City, where he is to stand trial for treason.
Treason?
So how did they figure it out?
Boy, Zhao's figured out you were the one that freed the Avatar.
Did you just say that in front of the lieutenant?
Uncle, we can't let my father believe I've turned against him.
I know, but first you must get to safety. Let me sort things out with Ozai.
There's not really any sorting things out with Ozai, but sure, I'll go with that.
Thank you, Lieutenant G. Stay safe, Your Highness.
I like their little friendship developing. That's cool. I wouldn't mind if we get to see him some more in season 2. Lieutenant G.
It was all too easy to get him to take the bait.
Oh, wow. The plays... So he didn't know for sure if Zuko was a blue spirit. Yeah, he didn't know for sure if Zuko was a blue spirit, but he had an idea. So that's why he did that. How come you didn't... I mean, I guess because there was no light. I was about to say, how do you not notice the sticky blasting jelly on the floor before?
Now I need to deliver my condolences to General Iroh. I'm sure he's been through a terrible shock.
I mean, Zhao's smart when he wants to be, so...
Goes on his own. And he wasn't anything
Look at the frost building up on Appa. That's that's nice attention to detail. I like that.
This whole time, I've been worried that I don't know what I'm doing. And the truth is, I don't.
I was about to say you still don't. I can't wait to see him start learning waterbending, because he hasn't waterbended once in this show, I don't think. And we only have 2 episodes left. I'm sure he'll be an unusually fast learner like Katara.
Avatar, welcome. Tag Nikella.
What did he say? Tag Nikella. What did he say? Yeah, it looks really good. That's cool.
Welcome.
Is that Pakku and Yue?
Chief of the Northern Water Tribe.
This is awesome.
This is Master Pakku. He is our senior waterbending master. And this is my daughter.
Yeah, he looks like a Pakku.
We are grateful to have you with us.
Yeah, that thing holding Yue's hair together, that's definitely what was on the fox's tail, I'm pretty sure.
Stop staring.
Oh.
Yeah, Sokka, stop staring.
I can't help it. There's something about her. Have we met her before?
No. Now quit it before they think something's wrong with you.
Why does she look familiar? He must be a prisoner. I'm like, why is he fighting an earthbender?
You should have finished him at least 2 moves earlier. Thus, you will undergo another trial.
Why are you talking for him? He's right there. I find it weird when, like, people in, like, royal families, like in TV shows and stuff, they do that. I'm like, the Fire Lord's right there. He can talk for himself.
Tomorrow morning, go and find Yagoda. She is one of our finest instructors, and she can start you on your journey.
Yeah. So it looks like they're keeping... Sokka needs to go somewhere else. Because that's just crazy, staring at someone across the room like that. But yeah, as for Pakku, I'm pretty sure they're keeping the same storyline. Oh, Yue is a waterbender this time? Okay, that's interesting. She wasn't a waterbender last time.
You can help me finish this. Come on, it's pretty good.
Sokka's so awkward. I'm telling Suki.
What do you think?
She's from Prey. Yeah, she was the actress in
I
Prey.
used to
Okay.
hide out here when my dad would meet with the elders.
I was like, I know she's familiar.
You are just a girl.
Did you think I wasn't a girl?
No. I just figured with you being a princess and all.
That I was stuck up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's what I thought. But no, you're ordinary. Not ordinary.
I like that she's playing with him. That's really good.
I think I should stop saying words now.
I'm not gonna lie, now that we're getting a lot of screen time with her, it really does look like she's just wearing a helmet. Like that hair is not moving, like, at all.
Times I wish I could be...
Just a boy?
Yeah.
Their chemistry together on screen just seems like a lot more natural.
They're ready for the evening blessing.
Thank you, Han.
Oh, that is Han. when he met Aang and the rest of them. I was like, that has to be him. Yeah, that was what was on the fox's tail. I thought so. When he said, "Have we met before?" Yue kind of made a face. Are they trying to imply that she was actually the fox there? Because also, I was wondering why Sokka could understand the fox, but not like the owl.
No metal, leather, and they don't have shoulder spikes anymore.
Yeah.
The platoon should hear this. Would you mind coming to talk to them?
This is definitely a setup.
What do you think is the best approach to the coming battle? Might I suggest you lead the offensive front? We've heard stories of how you've saved communities, defeated the Fire Nation platoons.
Wait, did we skip a lot of stuff?
You've been wise to have focused on your training during your journey.
So he doesn't know any waterbending at this point. He hasn't been training at all. That's a little disappointing. But when he like that scene right there where he said, "We heard you've done this and that," like, I understand it's only 8 episodes and they can't show us everything, but it would have been nice to see some of that.
And to heal.
That's really good. I like that effect. They did a good job with that. This is really cool getting to see this.
You must understand what it means to feel pain. Then take that pain away.
Yeah. This is going to tie back into the stuff with her mom about feeling pain and being able to take it away.
Aren't allowed? That's not right.
But that is our way.
At least take some lessons first. That way you know how to heal people.
They seem like a good group.
Oh, so he did let Sokka talk to them.
Princess Yue.
Why would you? Don't bring that up.
We were betrothed. It was arranged by our parents when we were children, but when she turned 16, she broke it off.
Oh, this is interesting. I wonder why they changed this one up. I like the idea of the shrines and stuff. That we're getting to see more of it in the live action.
She was in control. You can do that.
That's not possible.
Yes, it is. Kyoshi did it.
I'm not Kyoshi.
But you still could.
Where are we going with this?
So I spent my life fighting them. The war I'd waged on the spirits damaged my body and corrupted my soul.
Wow.
I guess you need to go and recombobulate.
So she was in the spirit world. Okay, that was her.
You're the fox!
Yes.
But how?
Interesting.
For having to relive one of the most painful memories of my life.
Painful?
I was nothing.
Oh, is she gonna...
Don't do that.
Because she was just talking about how she's
Don't
being
make
a
it less than what
priestess
it is.
and helping people through their journey. Is she gonna help him with his father? Or the memory of his father?
You knew they were in trouble and you had to help them. Your heart. That's what sets you apart.
Yeah.
That's what makes
Yep.
you a warrior.
And not to mention all your other talents. Because Yue and the Mechanist have said the same thing to Sokka. Use what you're good at to be a good warrior. Like your heart, your knowledge, your creativity.
He is everything that a girl could want. But he is not the boy of my dreams.
Oh, get it? Because in her dream. Oh, wow. Sokka, my guy. First, is Aang awake now? Did he see that? Oh, okay. I was that would have been funny if Aang was just like, guys. But first Suki, then a Fire Nation soldier, now Yue.
Actually, it's a fish. See, it has a fin.
Oh, they did the thing. That's awesome. That's funny. Can we see it?
I'm on my own.
All right. It's time to start learning some waterbending.
How was your time with Yagoda?
Great, but I wanted to ask. Where will I be stationed during the battle?
Women aren't allowed in combat. I thought
That's
you knew.
interesting that they kept... I figured they kept this storyline whenever he said who she was going to be training with in the morning. But I wonder why they kept this one and took out Sokka's. Because really, Sokka's mindset about, like, you know, the sexism and stuff, and what's happening here is, well, to me personally, it's like the same thing. Just like viewing women as not strong enough to do this stuff.
They won't let me fight. They've been stuck behind this wall for so long, they become frozen in time.
They should have wrote a better line about that. Become frozen in time. Trying to make a waterbending pun, it didn't really land.
These people need the Avatar. And I can't be the Avatar with you around.
Man, Kirk really got to him.
I have destiny on my side.
Despite what our propaganda would have you believe, the water...
I like that he called it propaganda.
I have personally made arrangements to ensure our victory.
What is that?
This.
Okay, yeah. I wondered if they were going to change that or keep it the same.
I fear I've underestimated Zhao. He's more dangerous than I thought.
Yeah, I figured that out as I was swimming away from the burning wreck of my boat.
That was so funny. That was a good line.
I'm still surprised by Zhao's boldness. I'd have thought it beyond him. It's almost as if he's working with someone else. Someone much smarter.
Why is the music building? What is it? Oh, lightning? Oh, cool. Awesome. Okay, she's doing the two fingers. I was like, wait, why is she using lightning like she's using fire? Your form definitely needs some work. But she doesn't have any hairs out of place, so.
Let me go into the world and show you what I can really do. I'm through playing games here.
It doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter if Dad didn't think I'd be a great warrior, but I can still be great in some way. The point is, I get to decide.
I'm surprised Katara didn't pick up on that. She would have been like, why are you talking about Dad? I hope they do this fight justice.
But you're wrong.
Please, go back to the healing huts with the other women.
The little kids, they're like, whoa. It sounded like they were saying cool. That was good. That was her form from the show. I'm still a bit bothered that he hasn't learned any waterbending yet. Like at all. Okay. If that's all it took for your hair to come apart, then it wasn't very secured in the first place.
Is that all you got?
No, that wasn't bad. That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, she's doing the thing. That's awesome. Oh, that was right out of the show. That was cool. That was really good. Oh, and so is this. Oh, well. It was close, but not right out of the show.
I'll say this. You're an excellent waterbender.
But you still won't let me fight.
No.
Those ice discs, how did you do that? Can you show me?
That's cool that they want to know how she did the ice discs.
The Avatar must bear the burden alone.
This is the past. Now, only one person can tell you the future. The person who'll write the legend of Aang.
They should have left the legend of for Korra. Yeah, the legend of Aang sounds weird. What's up, Momo? Oh, the Soot's here. Dude, I love how they did Momo. We didn't get enough Momo in this show.
Fire Nation's here. Okay.
Okay, so
Time to fight.
alright, so that's it for this episode of The Last Airbender. Pretty cool again to see the fight with Master Pakku. When he did like the, for lack of a better word, the gust of wind that made Katara's hair come undone. You know, in the animated series, their fight, you know, obviously it lasted a lot longer. Well, not a lot longer, but the fight was longer than that. And this fight here was good. They did the fight really well. I like how they did the fight, but you know, Katara getting knocked down and, you know, her hair coming unraveled and like looking disheveled and stuff. That's because Master Pakku really pushed her to a point to where he's like, you got to prove to me that you're good enough to be a fighter. You know, you got to prove to me that you're good enough to learn waterbending with the men of the tribe. And, you know, like I said, the fight was really good in this, but I don't feel like it was earned, that part. where her hair comes undone and she looks disheveled, and she stands up and she's like, "Is that all you got?" Like, he basically just blew a gust of wind at you, and you're on the, like, obviously it was a powerful gust of wind, but it just didn't feel as earned as it was in the show. So for that, the moment kind of fell a little flat to me. It's supposed to be about her, like, getting up, rising up, like, kind of getting rid of the standards that the water tribe has set for women in the tribe and about fighting and things like that. And so it's supposed to be this really powerful moment in the show, and I just don't think they captured it all that well here. But everything else was great. I loved what they did with Zuko. I love what they did with Zuko and Admiral Zhao, how I like that they switched it up a little bit. He wasn't sure if Zuko was a blue spirit or not, and so he used this to kind of figure out that Zuko was a blue spirit. Because if Zuko wasn't a blue spirit, he wouldn't have ran, thinking that the Fire Lord knows that he betrayed them. So that was really cool. Lieutenant G, that he's looking out for Zuko now, and he's actually trying to help him out, even though he got tricked. Along with the Fire Nation fleets that Admiral Zhao has, they all looked really good. The team did a great job with that. It looks real, and it looked really awesome. I wonder how we're gonna go about Admiral Zhao and the waterbending scroll that he has in that box. If you know from the show, you know what's in the scroll, and well, unless I don't know, they wouldn't have changed it because that's too big of a thing to take out. But you know what's in the scroll, and you know how he got it. So when Iroh was talking to Zuko and they showed him thinking about Azula, he's like, something that Admiral Zhao has must be like really diabolical. It must have come from like a master strategist, and it shows Azula. So knowing where he got the information that's in that waterbending scroll, knowing what that information is, I'm trying to figure out how Azula would have got her hands on it. We did see the Wan Shi Tong. We did see him in the spirit world, but we never saw his library. So I'm a little bit, like I said, I'm just curious about how Azula and Admiral Zhao got their hands on that information. Along with that, we also got to see Azula and her father. Fire Lord Ozai kind of pushing her to the brink to become that Fire Nation perfect weapon that he wants her to be. The whole thing with the guy talking for Ozai that was just weird. It took me out. I was like, why are you talking for him? I just thought it was weird. It was cool it was cool getting to see her do lightning for the first time. And I like that she's not really good at it yet, because obviously the build up for the lightning took a long time. And in the show, when we first ever see Azula, the first time we ever see Azula, she's practicing her lightning bending, and she's going really slow at it, and I said not one hair out of place because that's a line right out of the show when we don't have Lo and Lee in this. Yeah, we don't have them in this because they're the ones that taught Azula how to fight, so that's interesting. But yeah, like her form with the lightning, it's cool to see. We're almost there. We're almost caught up to where Azula started at in the show. So hopefully it won't be too much longer with the whole back and forth about her, wanting to be set off into she's like, let me go and fight. Like, let me show you what I can do. So I think we're almost there. If not, we're already there. So hopefully she'll start to be a little bit more, confident in herself, and just, the awesome bad guy that we all know that she can be, because she is like one of the best villain of Avatar, in my opinion. Ozai is cool too, but we didn't get as much time with Ozai as we got with Azula. So we're almost there. We haven't seen Mai and Ty Lee really do anything besides, talk to Azula. So that's a little disappointing. I really want to see them fight. Like, I want to see all three of them fight, like, full on, instead of just Azula training. And they're just, like, every time Azula's training, they're just there talking to her, like, not really doing anything. So it just feels like they're kind of there, Mai and Ty Lee. So I'm waiting to see what else they do. When it comes to Sokka and Yue, it was really awesome to see that. I like Yue having spirit powers. That's really cool. That's a nice little touch that they added. That the show didn't have. Like, she can go to the spirit. She can cross over into the spirit world in her dreams. And obviously, it makes sense if she was touched by the moon spirit. Like, the moon spirit gave her life. That she'd be able to do that. So that's a nice little addition to the show. And just her and Sokka getting along. And I think that, we only have one episode left, so I don't really know how they're going to cover it. But, how she was talking about how she was a priestess and that she wants to help people on their spiritual journey. when Sokka started talking about that vision of his dad, I wonder if she's going to help him through that, because that'd be a really cool way to kind of cement their relationship. And so when what happens in the season finale happens, it'll hit that much harder. I'm trying not to spoil it for, like, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but in case there's someone watching this that hasn't seen it, I'm trying not to say anything. When it comes to Aang and Katara and their waterbending training, I think that's what I'm disappointed about the most so far. Aang has not bent a drop of water this whole time, like, at all. We haven't seen him train. We haven't seen we saw Katara train for like a little bit, like not even 5 minutes worth of practicing. Like, once she talked to Jet and, you know, kind of got past her first initial block about the memories of her mom, she's been learning extremely fast, which, yeah, she's supposed to learn extremely fast. You know, she's a prodigy at waterbending, but it would have been cool to see some of her training. And as for Aang, knowing what we know about the season finale, the fact that he hasn't bent any water at all, like in the first episode, whenever he's escaping Zuko's ship, he doesn't even go into the Avatar state and bend any water at all. Like, he hasn't bent anything but air this entire show. So I feel like the climax I think it'll be cool if they do what they did in the show. I'm pretty sure it'll be really cool, which I think I saw a teaser. So I'm sure he does, like, the final battle thing that he does. But yeah, the fact that he isn't water bent at all, literally at all. We're at episode 8, and all these episodes are almost an hour. He hasn't done it. So that's the thing I'm pretty much most disappointed about. We haven't really seen. I understand that they're supposed to progress through the story, and, you know, he's supposed to learn bending, but yeah, it's just a little disappointing that we haven't seen any of it. I think Pakku did great. I like the story change with Yue and Han. That was really interesting. That she called off the marriage. That was really it was, you know, it didn't really change much about the story, but it was just something I wasn't expecting, which was pretty interesting. Like, did it serve a purpose? No, not really at all. But it was just all right. It was just something that took me back. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And, like, that change right there kind of leaves the door open for her and Sokka's relationship. But yeah, all in all, pretty awesome. Zuko is trying, you know, he's there trying to capture the Avatar. I already talked about that, Zuko and Iroh, yeah. So yeah, next episode's the finale, so here we are. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.